Alright, so today's video is unfortunately not going to be a little bit different. We are once again talking about Anna Kasparian of the Young Turks for all of the wrong reasons, and yes, this is the absolute final time you will see me in this space. I finally have been able to get another place. I will be moving very, very soon, so this is the last time you will get to see my absolutely beautiful, totally not a piece of shit window air conditioner. Very, very beautiful, but without further ado, let's get into this clip that we have here today of Anna Kasparian on Glenn Beck's program. Yes, Glenn Beck. She went on Glenn Beck 3 or 4 days ago. I don't remember what day it was. It was just a few days ago. Went on Glenn Beck's program to talk about the migrant crisis. Yes, the migrant crisis. It's very real. And how she bought into mainstream media's narrative that there was no migrant crisis, which I don't know which mainstream news outlet was saying that, because none of them were. She's also, part of what I would consider a mainstream media news outlet, the Young Turks. But we're just gonna you know what? We're gonna let her speak for herself. So without further ado, here is Anna Kasparian speaking to Glenn Beck on the migrant crisis. You guys are gonna love this clip. It's really great.
Be honest about my own flaws and my own mistakes, because I bought the mainstream media narrative that there wasn't a migrant crisis.
Really?
And yeah, I did believe it. I believe, because look, I was an idiot, because I mean, who do you trust in today's media landscape?
I know.
Right? There's a lot of liars out there.
Yeah,
and
yeah, there's a lot of liars out there, guys. And who do you trust in today's media landscape? I mean, that's a valid point. I actually think it's hard to trust people, and there's a lot of liars though. But it's funny that she says that when the Young Turks, and this is one of my most popular videos on my channel, specifically about the Majority Report's response to a specific story that TYT pushed, and that story was the Venezuelan migrants taking over an apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado. Literally Fox News propaganda. Completely fabricated story by Fox News. TYT pushed that story, and it was Anna and Jank. It was both of them. They both sat there and literally just lied. They lied to their audience. They completely ran with this bullshit narrative, right? And said that this Venezuelan gang took over this apartment complex, and people on the extreme left don't care about crime. All of this just absolutely batshit insane stuff. Completely lied about it, but just, Anna Kasparian's the one to call out the liars, even though they literally completely lied on the main show, right? Okay.
when it comes to mainstream media, the fact of the matter is they do play defense more and more for the Democratic Party.
I mean, no, not really. I don't know what she means when she says they do play defense more for the Democratic Party, when organizations like CNN push right-wing propaganda. MSNBC does it too. Most of the mainstream media really isn't that progressive or left-leaning, I would say. But the thing that really pisses me off about that comment she just made is that she acts like she is not part. TYT is, it's mainstream media. The Blaze, Glenn Beck, is a form of mainstream media, just like the Daily Wire is. You can sit there and say, I trusted mainstream media. You are a part of mainstream media. And you did the very thing you are saying is bad that they do. You pushed fucking false propaganda. And I've said this many times in my video before. Propaganda can be a good thing. It has a negative connotation in specifically, I guess, America, but when people hear the word propaganda, they automatically think it's bad. But you pushed false propaganda about immigrants on your fucking show with your co-host. Look in the fucking mirror. You're a hypocrite. That's what it is. That's what it is. You guys pushed a story that was completely fabricated by Fox News, did not corroborate it at all, and in fact sat there and defended the landlord, literally defended a slumlord, instead of propping up the tenants of these apartment buildings, and I'm just using this Aurora, Colorado Venezuelan migrant story as an example to point out her criticism, literally used that story to push this narrative. You did the very thing you are saying is bad, so how the fuck is anyone supposed to trust you? And a lot of people are starting to not trust her anymore, and it's only been getting worse the past year and a half for Anna Kasparian, and the TYT has been really rough, in my opinion. And I do not think it's going to get better. I think it's going to get worse. But let's continue.
And that's an issue because there was a time when that didn't happen. And so I still...
When was the time that mainstream media... Again, that's not happening. CNN pushes right-wing propaganda. MSNBC pushes right-wing propaganda. Show me a mainstream media source that doesn't do shit like that. You guys are a mainstream media source that fucking push right-wing propaganda. That's why I always say Majority Report. Majority Report. Gold standard for progressive, left-leaning news coverage. The gold standard. I just can't take this seriously, man. I just can't. I can't take this seriously.
Believed in their good faith reporting, even though it turns out, a lot of these reports would omit really important details about what's really going on. And so it wasn't until Texas Governor Greg Abbott started busing or sending migrants to blue cities where that woke me up. That woke a lot of people up. And suddenly America realizes, oh, there is a migrant crisis.
Oh, yeah, there is a migrant crisis. You want to know what the fucking crisis is? The fact that America does not, it claims to at least, not have the capacity to house not only migrants, but also fucking just people in general. When we do, we have the capacity to do that. We have the money to make sure that everyone has a place to fucking live. Also, she's sitting there gassing Greg Abbott, busing migrants to blue cities, sanctuary cities. That shit cost a fuck ton of money. Why are you... She says that she went on... what was it? Piers Morgan. I don't have the clip pulled up, but you guys can go and look it up. She went on Piers Morgan not too long ago, not too long before this Glenn Beck appearance she made, and literally fucking said that she's still very left-leaning. Why are you gassing Greg Abbott, who is a fucking tyrant? This motherfucker has razor wire at the border so that people that are trying to cross the border get fucking shredded. They get cut the fuck up. People that have children that are trying to come over here to have a better life get fucking shredded by this insane, literally batshit insane razor wire. Why are you gassing anything that Greg Abbott does when it comes to immigration? Or, I mean, really anything for Greg Abbott specifically, but why? That woke you up? He was sending immigrants to cities, some at least I would say, that were not ready and capable to take on a large amount of immigrants. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what the actual fuck are we doing here? Left leading my ass. TYT, home of the progressives, my fucking ass. This is so stupid. It's just dumb. Greg Abbott busing migrants to blue cities woke you up to realizing that there's a migrant crisis? But she's not right-wing, guys. She's not. And I mean, like, it's fucking Glenn Beck, I don't know. But he's sitting there going, oh, wow, really? Oh, man, that's crazy. Like, I mean, this is just such horse shit. This is such fucking horse shit. I can't, I don't know. I feel like I'm watching, like, a parody of TYT, that a right-winger made, making fun of them, because I've said this before, in the past, especially when TYT used to be a lot different, they were subject to what I believe and what I saw and what I think were very, very unfair, bad faith attacks from people that overall were very bad faith, just downright shitty human beings, you know, people like Alex Jones and stuff. But now it's like they're getting criticized by even people in their own audience, former supporters, myself. I've said this again before in videos. TYT is one of the reasons that I am the person I am today, and I can credit them for that, but I can't support them anymore, and I don't, and that's why I make these videos on them, because this is ridiculous. It's disgusting. She is just doing right-wing propaganda, and when she gets called out for it, or when Cenk gets called out for it, they crash the fuck out. They go batshit insane when they get criticized for doing stuff that is literally wrong. And in my opinion, you know, in a way, evil. Let's continue. It's almost over.
Where that woke me up. That woke a lot of people up. And suddenly, America realizes, oh, there is a migrant crisis.
Why did that wake you up?
Well, because all of a sudden, you're seeing migrants sleeping on the floor in the police department in Chicago because they don't have shelter for these people, right?
They do have shelter for these people, though. They do. America itself, as a country, has more than enough shelter for every individual right now that's in this country. More than enough. We have to hold our politicians accountable. We have to try and elect people who are going to not only hold their word, but are going to try their absolute best to pass legislation that is going to make it so that immigrants, number one, aren't being bused to cities that they're not coming to, but are able to get housing, are able to go through the processes that they need to, you know, become a citizen, maybe not become a citizen, you know, whatever. We can't sit here, I can't even make a coherent argument when I'm listening to someone like Anna Kasparian say this shit. This shit breaks my fucking brain. It literally destroys my brain.
Seeing, you know, I love watching streams of city council meetings because that's how you understand what's really going on in these cities, right? These are real people who live there and they get their opportunity to speak.
This is, shit, I don't remember what I saw. I saw I don't know if it was some social media post about how city council meetings, especially how they're portrayed in the media specifically, are very bad examples of what she just said, right? These are real people that live there, you know, that there might be people that live there in these city council meetings, but just because there are people going to these city council meetings that are saying, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like migrants, I don't like homeless people, I don't like, you know, whatever it is, does not fucking mean that that's representative. I'm going to go back to the Aurora, Colorado, Venezuelan migrant story. That does not mean that is representative of the entire, you know, vicinity, or county, whatever it is, city council meeting. It's just fucking, that's just a shitty argument. That is a shitty argument to make. Oh, there's one guy that comes up to the mic, or there's a few people that come to the mic and they say, well, I saw this happen, or I don't like this, I don't like that. Well, you know what? Everyone thinks like that. That's what everyone thinks. That's everybody's problem now, because one person doesn't like it, or a few people don't like it. That's their main issue. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? I don't know, man. I don't know. The other thing, I guess the biggest thing that's really pissing me off, and which this shouldn't matter in the context of, you know, this video just in general, but Anna Kasparian is part of a very, very large channel, very, very large network on social media, not just on YouTube, but on social media in general. The TYT program, like I said earlier, has 6 million plus subscribers. That's a lot. I've got a little over 5,000 here on YouTube, and I'm grateful for every single one of my subscribers, especially the ones that stick around when I take. Shit, I don't know how long it's been, 2+ months since I made a last video. You have a responsibility, right? When you have that big of a platform, anyone that has any size of platform has a certain amount of responsibility, but you have a responsibility to not only the people that support you, your viewers and your subscribers, but just in general, to the public. You have a responsibility when you have this large of a platform to try your absolute best to not say shit that's not only not true, but is 100% harmful to whatever it is you're speaking about. And that's exactly what Anna Kasparian is doing. She is harming. She is 100% harming undocumented immigrants, people that are trying to come to this country to have a better life, running from whatever it is, that is worse, wherever they're at. They're coming over here. It's like I said, I can't even fucking do it, dude. I can't even, my brain literally cannot process this. It's just, at the end of the day, it's harmful, and she is completely misusing her platform in the most irresponsible way possible, and it's disgusting in my opinion, and she deserves to get called out for it. And it's just disappointing. It's disappointing, one, it's angering, two, and then again, most importantly, it's fucking extremely harmful.
Chicago's been an amazing thing to watch.
Wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch every city council meeting from Chicago because it's
crazy.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible, guys. It is truly incredible. Again, there are a laundry list of issues of things that are wrong in this country and are backwards or upside down. And for a host of TYT, one of the main hosts, the home of the progressives, to go on to Glenn Beck's show, which I see people on social media say, like, going on a show like that is inherently bad. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think if you go on there and you make a case for progressive policies, you fight back against the conservative propaganda, then, you can make an appearance on a show like this, like Sam Cedar going on Tim Pool, Sam Cedar going on BPD, PBD, Patrick Bet David. I don't even know. I don't know what the fucking shit's called. I don't entirely think that's bad, but when you're doing shit like this, when you're just going on there and saying, you know what, you guys are right. You know what, the Republicans are right all along. You guys were totally right about everything that you said, when it's literally, again, just horrible, heinous shit. Fuck you. That's how I feel about it. Maybe you disagree with me, maybe you don't. Let me know down in the comments below. I know that this video was a little bit all over the place. I didn't really look at a lot of stuff. Again, still getting settled into my new place. Last time you're going to see me here. Regular uploads really are. This time, I promise 100% going to resume. New setup. Going to be great. Going to be amazing. But if you guys like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, press that little bell, turn on all notifications so you guys never miss an upload.